Colorado State continues on their way to the NCAA tournament and a Mountain West championship. However, some bumps in the road on the road last week. Welcome back. I'm Matthew Wozniak, head coach Tom Hilbert, to talk about his team's journey on the road. Well, you started out, seemed okay. You went out and got a sweep at Nevada, 3-0, but I don't necessarily know that the sweep told the story. They scored 20 points on you each time. It was close, some runs at the end.
Yeah.
What did you like about how your team finished off the Wolfpack?
I thought we did compete at the end of sets, that's a good quality to have. You know what I mean? We never really felt like we were in trouble, and we had a significant deficit in the third set.
Yeah.
I think we may have been down 5 points and made a big comeback when they got to 22. So, but you know, you escape from those as a coach. You're going, I'm happy for my team that they had that experience, but that wasn't our best performance. And sure enough, 2 days later, we played poorly again.
Yeah, the yellow lights are flashing. Colorado State hits 281 in that match as well. And then it comes to fruition when the Colorado State Rams, looking to sweep the Mountain West, I don't know how much that's worth. Obviously, it's a feather in your cap, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really mean much as far as Colorado State's seeding championship goals, but they want that. All right, this is a match. I watched this one. Really tough. It's a roller coaster up and down. The biggest problem that I ran into was what we talked about last week. Your team was patient. You're getting dug. You overcame those things. You're getting dug an awful lot by San Jose.
And that was, I think, was the key. If you look at the matches the sets that we won, we had like 16 and 19 kills. The sets we lost, 10 kills each, and then 3 in the fifth set. And that was because of they played great defense.
Yeah.
And that, I think it frustrated us. And we have to learn to be patient and keep playing through that, do a few different things. We needed more right side attacking for sure, more middle attacking, and we can't just rely on our outside hitters, especially if they're getting dug. And defenders sort of get a bead on hitters, and they learn to read them, and they get in the right spot. And you can't just continue to go back to that well, because it isn't always going to give you water.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because it seemed like San Jose State, one of the things they took away was your strong side attack. The distribution maybe was a little bit lacking on that point. I want to get your perspective on that. Was it because they were always shifting over 2 blockers? They knew the angles you were going to hit at, the lanes you were attacking, and took those away at the net? Or what was the reason why maybe your strongest hitters weren't as effective as they've been?
Well, I think it was they have a very good libero, and we continued to hit into the same spot.
Understood.
And I think, as coaches, we could have done a better job identifying some shots that were available. We've seen them now that we watch film. And we certainly should have given a few more balls. We put Sonia Cheeseman back in the game with the explicit intent of setting her a lot, and we didn't do it. And some of that is our ball control was not good. They also served us very tough, and the serve and pass game is super important. And they were very aggressive. So San Jose State did what you need to do in their home gym to beat us.
Yeah.
And we let them do it.
Yeah, and this comes back again to what I just said a moment ago. It really doesn't have a whole lot of effect on a whole lot of things going forward, except for perhaps the team's psyche and the preparation and the idea of what your weaknesses are. Did this shine a spotlight on what you need to sort of tighten up and maybe make your practices a little bit more focused on what you need to do to be successful and make that run in the tournament?
I think so. We had a good practice today. So I think, we're a senior-laden team. I think they understand that you can't go out and play perfectly and play great every single night. They would have liked to gone undefeated in the league, but they're going to take care of business. We're going to get back in the gym. We're going to play well on Wednesday. We'll do a nice job. Well,
Colorado State returns here to Moby Arena to take on Fresno State on Wednesday. Head coach Tom Hilbert wants you to be here. Get your tickets at csurams.com. We'll see you back here next week for all the updates. Thanks, folks.